It's Easter Sunday and Cherwell are down here at the 159th Oxford and Cambridge boat race. Now, it's quite an unusual boat race in some senses. It's the first boat race since the controversial competition last year, which was disrupted by a protester swimming into the river. It's also happening at quite a late time of the day. The race is starting at 4:30 p.m. and it's very cold today. It's just been snowing in the past half an hour, and of course in recent weeks we've been experiencing some quite severe weather. But the punters are still out here in force today. Spirits are high, and we spoke to some of them earlier today. Who are you down here to support today?
Sports Cambridge, my ex-university, today, and just come down and give the boys good support.
Have a few beers, have a bit of good time, just watch the race. And
You rode in 2002?
Yes.
So who is it for, Oxford or Cambridge?
Oxford, as you can see, dark blue blazer, so...
Do you remember the last time it snowed during a boat race?
No, I did not.
People got pretty angry last year when the protester went into the river.
The ironic thing is, that was the only time it was really exciting as well. It was anyone's race last year, and he jumped in and ruined it.
You appear to be a bobsleigh team.
Absolutely. Yes, we are.
Yeah, man, we're from Jamaica. We're here today for the bobsleigh team.
Alrighty. Who do you think will win? Have you had a discussion about this, about who's the best?
Yeah, we were seeing the build-up. Oxford being the heavier boat. Yeah, they've got a lot of firepower there, and I think they'll come through.
What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, I've got 100 quid on Cambridge, so it's coming through, yeah.
It's not coming in.
I see you're all decked out. There's no ambiguity about who you're supporting today, is there?
No, we're here for Corpus. We just had Joe Dawson, who was in the ISIS boat, who they did really good time, really quick. So yeah, it's a bit cold, but looking forward to the main event.
Well, the crews have just come around the corner, and it looks like Oxford may be ahead. Quite tight, but they're coming right up now here to Chiswick Bridge, which is the finishing line. Fantastic. Oxford have won the 159th Oxford Cambridge boat race. Rush home now. The Oxford crew are just coming under the bridge here at Chiswick. Oxford had had a strong start, and by the 12th minute they had already pulled clear of the Cambridge boat. Passing the finish line, the Dark Blues recorded a very respectable time of 17 minutes and 28 seconds, with a winning margin of 1 1/3 lengths. Cherwell caught up with the crews as they came back to shore. So yeah, how do you feel about that? How do you feel coxing the winning team and winning by quite a margin?
I feel awesome. That was the guys pulled this one through. It's amazing.
You owe a lot to your crew today.
Yeah, they did everything I asked and more. They're an inspirational group of people to work with.
Do you feel like you sort of had quite a job today, considering what happened last year in terms of calling the race?
No, I think it was a little bit more challenging. We put a lot more thought into what might happen, and thankfully none of it did. And it was just, that was a good, hard-fought sort of cut and thrust of a boat race.
You didn't just win; you won quite comfortably.
Well, it's never comfortable until you cross the finish line, but it's incredible. I mean, 7 months of just so much work, and to get out there and bring it together and execute so well, it's just an amazing feeling. So proud to be a part of this crew.
So after those exciting scenes down here on the river, we're joined here now by our sports editors Ed Lowe and John Davidson. So guys, was it ever really in doubt for Oxford? John?
Well, the bookies always had Oxford as favourites. With Constantine Loulis and Malcolm Howard, they had 2 returning Olympians and were looking at very strong boats. But at the same time, the boat race is always unpredictable. There's the coin toss, the weather, and as we saw last year, anything really is possible.
So it really worked out for Oxford today, Ed. What did Oxford do right?
Well, coming in as favourites, they were always going to be strong. What they really need to do is to execute their game plan. And a major part of that was getting out early and making sure they didn't give Cambridge any chance of winning. And they got out early, got a little lead started, and then once they managed to get around the Surrey Bend and they managed to negotiate that safely, they always looked like they were going to be in the winning position.
Well, that's all from Cherwell down here at the boat race at Chiswick. And after last year's bizarre and contentious events, we can quite soundly say that Oxford has really pulled it together in some style here today. This is Zinfan reporting for Cherwell Online.